Hey everybody, what's up? Miller Highlights here. In my indoor workshop today, this is where I make my guitars and table tennis paddles and other wood crafts that I do. Um, Today, we're going to make a archery target, and about $60. Go online; they're pretty expensive, and they're really not that good. Um, so I think this design here is pretty darn good, and it's also serviceable. So if you got a bad panel, you just replace the panel. So okay, so what you're gonna need, I went to Harbor Freight and got these anti-fatigue mats. They come in 25 by 25 inch packets, like $7.99 a piece, give or take. Sales and whatnot. If you can find them on sale, that's a good deal. Um, but I'm gonna leave them in the packets. I'm not even gonna take them out. I'm just gonna put them together, turn them around, and shoot into them that way. And then as they fail, um, just replace the packet. So I'm gonna make a frame to where I can service these as I need to. So what I got, now you can use scrap wood, but I went and bought it. So if you use scrap wood, then you're looking about $30 for the foam pads, but I spent some extra $30 and got some regular wood, some nice clean wood. I didn't feel like ripping the bigger pieces of wood down, and I didn't have any 3/4 inch. So this is a 3/4 inch pine. That was the cheapest, and so I got two pieces here, cut at 48 inches. I've already pre-drilled the holes where I'm going to put these other two boards, and then inside this is like 7/4 inch wide, which is just about exactly how wide 4 packs of the fatigue mats are. And then I'm going to put um, 4 little borders around to actually hold the fatigue mats in place as you shoot them. One thing I am going to add that I don't have here is this whole unit is going to stand up on the ground, and I'm going to put 2 legs on each side just for lateral stability on that. So let's get our first pieces together, and I like to wood glue everything. It just saves. I like using Type Bond 3 Ultimate. That's great stuff. It's heat resistant, water resistant, and works really good out in the weather. Type Bond 2 I'm not a big fan of. Type Bond Original is actually good. I use that for building guitars, and I use this for guitars too, just only on the scarf joint on the headstock, but works really good. So let's get going here. So let's get our first 2 actually I'm just going to join one edge first. Let's see. Get some glue on the edge here. I'm going to join that. Just put a little strip on. It'll flatten out. And get some screws. probably not the best area to do it in as far as building this, but it's the cleanest area I got right now. So let's get one screw going, 2 screws, and pop them in. Okay. One little cattywampus there for a second until I get these other 2 screws in. I also like using glue because this is screwing into an end grain there, and they have a tendency to strip out or come loose at times. And glue just gives you a good secure joint there. Okay, a little wipe. And then we'll flip this over and attach the other side. And it should be a little more stable on this side. Okay, throw a little glue. Looks like the glue fell down. And get a few more screws in there. And let's see, that looks okay. 2 more. Then after this, we're going to put in the cushions or the fatigue mats, and that kind of helps square it up. Do a quick wipe. Okay. Now I'm going to do 4 fatigue mats. I'm just going to leave them together and put the blank sides on the outside, and could actually turn these around or flip the whole unit and use them that way. And 4. So 4 fit in there. Push them in tight. Now I'm going to add in the bottom piece that's going to rest inside here, and then I'll be screwing them in. And get some glue on this. Okay. And it doesn't have to be real tight. You want a little room so that you can adjust it and change out the pads if you need to without having to dig them out. The borders I'm going to put around it will actually hold all that in. Okay. And looks straight enough. Now screwing into end grain here, I might end up having to use some corner brackets for reinforcement, but we'll see. I got plenty of corner brackets if I need them. It's a problem screwing into end grain, and they have a tendency to not hold. So I'll probably stick 4 corner brackets on it just to strengthen it up a little bit. Okay, let's get this side in. Go 1, 2, and okay, where's my third one at? And there's a fourth one there. There we go. Okay, let me flip this around so that I'm got the outside out. And now I'm going to stick some of these guard plates, and that just kind of holds everything in place. And one more down here. That'll go up on the top side. And I'll just screw them in with some self-tapping screws. Okay. I'm not going to glue that because I want to be able to remove these if I got to replace the panels. Four of those would be plenty. Yep. Sometimes they're kind of hard to get started. And more on in the center on this be good. And then we'll do 4 more on the other side here. My clip came loose there. There's that gun. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So now that's going to keep the mats in from coming out. Just debating whether to do one on the bottom. I guess I could. I'll have to cut this a little bit. So I'll just get on the trusty bandsaw there. Simple as that. And stick my 4th one on. Okay, so now I got to cut 4 more of these for the other side. I don't know what I was thinking. I just cut enough for one side, but the object is when the shaft goes in, pull it out. You're not going to pull the panels out. So it's not that heavy. Let's see, kind of get the idea as it stands on the ground, and there's your target. So 25-inch target, good, probably one of the best targets you can buy right there. And it's serviceable too, because that's one of the big problems with the archery targets is they're not serviceable. And these foam mats work great to service targets. Even if you already have a target, you can just buy a packet of these and just put them in front of your damaged target, and away you go. They work great. They're good for recurves, compounds, you name it. And as you saw, it just takes a few minutes to put one together. Don't even take it out of the cellophane, just put it together. And that's the target in action. Works great. My grouping can use a little improvement. But my eyes aren't getting any better these days either. But you can see how consistent the depth is on the shafts. And I've shot a lot of arrows through it already. I'm sure once get my group tightened up, I'm going to start shooting some out, but none of them have gone through the target, and that's about the penetration right there, which is about halfway through the target. So, and as you can see, none of them have gone through the target. So that's 4 panels, and at $7.99 a panel, $7.99. So I think that's a pretty darn good target, 25 by 25 inch. Best target around, and really holds up. And just take the borders off and replace the panels, or switch the panels around if you need to. So you can always bring the rear panels that it didn't penetrate, bring around the front, or just flip the whole target around altogether, because the reverse side is the same way. And that's it.